Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for your testimony today. Underfunding infrastructure has a cost, and that cost is soaring. Most visible in our deficient transportation system, with across the country 45% of our roadways deemed in poor condition and costing the driver an estimated $616 a year, plus endless headaches and inconveniences. These are hours that workers are not spending contributing to our economy or sharing with their families. For the average Austinite in my hometown, an estimated 43 hours a year wasted in traffic, putting the city among the most congested in America. Another recent study finds San Antonio commuters facing the same level of gridlock in SA as in LA. As our global competitors modernize with innovative transportation networks, our entire economy is being limited by our lack of public investment. Our infrastructure needs, though, stretch far beyond the highway focus of today's testimony. And indeed, today's testimony has yet to address another critical aspect, and that is the impact on the climate crisis. I believe that any infrastructure plan must provide us a roadmap to reducing greenhouse gas emissions. We need also a comprehensive infrastructure plan that addresses water systems, grid modernization, broadband, and investments in aging drinking water and wastewater systems. Since the tax policies of the Republican majority on this committee have contributed so much to vastly widening income inequality, it is also appropriate that we focus on infrastructure on housing, particularly the needs of the homeless across America. Weather intensification has caused, through human-induced global warming, great stress on our infrastructure system, heat damage on our roadways, drainage systems that are overwhelmed by 100-year floods that seem to be occurring about every 100 months. Every new infrastructure investment should be evaluated to assure that it's responding to the climate crisis rather than just making it worse. Infrastructure that is designed to improve climate resilience and promote clean energy technology protects taxpayer investment and promotes public health and safety. We need to electrify our transportation system as China has been doing. To meet even the modest transportation sector target that was set out by the United States in the Paris Agreement, we would need more than 300,000 new public electric vehicle charging stations within the next 5 years. We're certainly not on the path to accomplish that. Demand for electric vehicles continues to grow, but drivers need to know that getting a charge is as easy as going to get a fill-up at the pump. I think local governments and states in some areas, not mine, but local governments across the country have been doing all they can to avoid falling even further behind. In Austin, we have Project Connect that will emphasize much greater reliance on public transportation and electrifying our bus fleet. I think that my electric vehicle charge legislation can advance that. In San Antonio, we are this week announcing Connect San Antonio, which focuses on how to get more of our poorer citizens connected to jobs which may be way across town. Yet the ability of these progressive cities to address these challenges and achieve their vision is impaired when we don't have significant federal support. The number of times that President Trump has declared an infrastructure week has become almost a joke. I think it numbers at least 7, and probably should be spelled W-E-A-K rather than W-E-E-K. Tweets and talk will not close the infrastructure gap. And after years of promises for infrastructure investment, this administration has only taken us backward. After failing to eliminate funding for the capital investment grants, the administration has slowed the disbursement of funds to a crawl, depriving municipalities across the country of needed resources for congestion relief. Ms. Gutierrez-Garcetti, I want to ask you about one line in your testimony that I think is very important, and that is where you say that while there are a number of creative approaches like these public-private partnerships, they're not a solution for a shortage of tax-based revenues. If you have to choose, what you really need is dollars on the barrelhead so that state and local planners can make the most urgent investments. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Thank you very much.